Hello and welcome to our first impressions video brought to you by MMO Play. Today we're taking a look at a browser-based MOBA called Tome Immortal Arena. That's right, this is a multiplayer online battle arena similar to Dota 2, League of Legends, and the upcoming Heroes of the Storm, playable in a browser. We're going to go through basically some of the basics, looking at the UI, and then playing an AI game. I don't feel like playing against players. MOBA communities are notoriously hard on new players, and that would be me. Game's currently in closed beta. You can register and try to get access over on their website. Basically, it breaks down the characters for you, similar to many other games. I'm going to go with a ranged spellcaster. The different characters are unlocked similar to League of Legends. You have a pool of free ones, and then you can purchase skins and then characters later. I'm not quite sure if you would call some more or less powerful than others. At this point, I haven't watched enough to know about the metagame. I do know that I liked this character. Also, the mana doesn't seem to be an issue, and last hitting doesn't seem to be an issue. This seems to be a lot more of a casual, friendly game. And one thing to keep in mind here, moving is not WASD, it is not left click, it is right click. It's counterintuitive to a browser. You know, play a browser-based game, you don't want to right click. In this game, there you go. So we're going to move on forward. And when you gain levels, you don't really gain skills. You actually, well, we'll see. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and start shooting at guys. These are the creeps. There is, on this map, 2 lanes and then a connected central zone, which will spawn a big baddie later in the game. So it's a lot more of a smaller map. I guess I was going to say one-dimensional, but still 2. But it's a 3 versus 3, so not a 5 versus 5. 5 versus 5 might have 3 lanes. There's an AI opponent right here. So I got 4 different abilities that are going to unlock over time. One of them is kind of a straight shot in front of me. Got an area effect cone. All kinds of different abilities. I'm amazed some have range attacks too. As we're fighting, I'm going to get some gold. I didn't notice that last hitting was giving me extra gold. I was trying to do it right here. So it seemed like it actually is better to just keep doing DPS. And there's my AoE. It does an AoE hit, and then it does a cone in front of the person that it hits, too. So that can be kind of interesting. Next wave's coming up. Since I'm down here, we're pushing towards the tower, although it is a 3-on-3, which means if I had one opponent against me, it's a kind of a 2-on-2 up there, so maybe there's stuff happening up top. Oh, it missed him with my attack. I'll hit him with that one, though. Yeah, you better run. You can see that battle happening up here. Don't think I want anything to do with this. I'm getting slowed. Tried using my ability on there, didn't work. So I'm going to come back and keep on shooting. This is, I would call it a little more like Smite than Dota. The item progression in the game is a lot more streamlined, a lot easier for new players to handle. Not quite the same as the crafting complex item builds as there is in like League and Dota. I'm being hit with some CC. Oh, running away.
Time's wasting.
You can teleport back if you want, but don't really have to. Also, you'll notice that there's not really much in the way of mana. The abilities actually are in the form of cooldowns, not mana. So you actually are encouraged to spam quite a bit. Although some of the cooldowns are long enough that I kind of want to save them for in case of a gank. Oh, looks like I got an ally coming to help me. Alright, so I got some gold, and I can use that to increase my stats. That's right, when you gain levels, if you really want to call it levels, you don't automatically gain stats. You actually have to buy them. And it costs 500 for might, attack speed, health, movement. I can also instead be buying items, which will have a larger increase, but of course cost more money. So it's a whole balancing act. Right now, it's a tough choice, and you can always just close that shop down if you want. I'm going to leave it open for a little bit and wait up. I think I was saving for a might item. So might obviously going to be attack damage, attack speed, faster attacks, health, well, tanky, and then movement. Get away! Which, that could be a good idea later for me, since it seemed to be, I would assume a mage is pretty lightweight. So I can just go ahead and click that, and it'll increase my might by 7. So apparently I did choose in the end to increase my might rather than increase the stat. And I can just do it again if I want. Or I could increase it by 15 and get some sort of ability. And it costs 3 times as much. So efficiency, if you want pure stats, stats are cheaper. If you want stuff, you want a combination of stats and items. If you want to be good, you're going to have to learn what good builds are. It's a MOBA, you're not going to get good in one game. Oh, looks like I have an enemy coming back here. There's not enough allies. Oh, I'm actually letting him go by. I couldn't have stopped him, I don't think. You can see I was setting up to hit the druid-looking guy, but apparently I was a little short and missed him. So in the end, what you do is you keep fighting back and forth, much like most MOBAs, and trying to kill each other's towers, which will let you push into each other's zone. Oh, I could have killed them. Why didn't I finish them off? The towers hurt, but they're not that bad. I should have gone for it. And eventually there's an enemy base. The base, at least in the 3-on-3 map, is pretty simple. It's just one structure. None of this whole having to break in, changing the groups and everything like that. There's also going to be a boss that spawns in the middle eventually. Let's fast forward towards the end of the game. Alright, at this point I've gotten some decent stats and gear. I'm ready to push into the tower. Although, if I'm seeing right, both of my allies are right here. I mean, this is a bot battle, so it's my responsibility to move on when the ally bots are coming down here.
An enemy has fallen.
There's the boss. So you can go see him go ahead and hit him a couple times and go, nope!
This is where we start to have fun.
So that's just not happening. So it's a 3-on-1, which unfortunately means it's a 2-on-0 somewhere else. This is the enemy structure. This is the... If you kill it, you win. It's also a tower, so it's not defenseless. This thing hits pretty good. Let some creeps come forward. When you kill their tower, your creeps in that lane do get buffed, so I'm actually going to go ahead and get to them and get some attack speed. Yeah, get attack speed item. Takes a little time to go ahead and unlock it. Now I have a new item, which does have sometimes an ability. Just kind of waiting for my respawns to pop. You can see I attack much faster now. And there we go. So that's much better for killing an ally. Or an enemy. I don't want to kill an ally.
Yep.
No creeps to help out, although I do enough damage so I could probably, yeah, just solo the pack. So I'll clear the pack, then my ally creeps will come forward. Probably clear him out. It's a bot. Of course he's not going to progress as well.
Time's wasting.
Oh! Oh! Aggro them, not me! Get some health here. And now my health is up a little bit. Kill an enemy. Didn't see how quick the respawn times were, if there was a buyback option, because didn't die. Alright, now we're in the enemy tower. It's down a quarter life. Looks like we'll be able to kill it on this push. Oh, he respawned real fast. We'll just wipe him out real quick and get back on it and finish it off, right? Kill some creeps. This tower does spawn creeps too. Go ahead and... I don't know if I should get... I think I should be getting attack speed here. I think it was working really well for me. Push forward. 3-on-0. Which unfortunately means no one was defending those guys. Oh, you bad bots. See, it's just like a normal MOBA. You're complaining about your allies. So look at the games like it. Check out. It's available for free. It's currently in closed beta, so stay tuned. The content's into from my MMO play. Well, at least my KD ratio was alright against bots.